Hi, y'all. Spirit has been asking me to get on here today, and I've been struggling getting on here. Because it was Spirit's having me do. So, they said, what a better way to learn this than teach. So here I am. This is about starting over and growth, and soul callings, like heart, putting things down, cycles, picking things back up, or starting new things. Life is cyclic, and there are cycles and seasons to everything, and we don't naturally flow in the same cycles that appear in our 3D reality, like the seasons. You know, it might be summer outside and we might be in hibernation mode. We all have our own cycles because it's on our own life path. And we're all here learning the same thing, doing the same stuff, you know. I use the bathroom like you guys do. I have needs that need to be met, basic needs every human does. And it can be a challenge to meet those basic needs. Well, cycles. And your frequency and your energy. I talk a lot about this, and I know a lot of people get pissed off at me. That's all you say, energy, frequency. Well, it's a real thing. And if you're coming at me like that, when I'm talking about energy and frequency, yeah, you really need to change yours, okay? There is the problem. And it's a real thing, and I'm very, very sensitive to it. And we all are. People just don't realize. You know, for instance, the other day I was out and about, and it was really great and wonderful. And everybody was happy and cheery, and then all of a sudden, one bad apple came in. One. And everybody felt it. It was just like a wet blanket. Ugh. Everybody was like, ugh. Everybody felt it. I watched it. I observed it. It's rather interesting. So when you all think that you don't affect each other, you're funny. Funny, we all do, because we're all one. We come from the same place. And so there's been things that I thought that were healed. And I really don't want to be talking about me, y'all. Like, it really irritates me. It's like, use yourself an example. Me and Spirit have a lot of talks about what they want me and ask me to do. This cycle that I thought had ended, that with all my might and all that I am, which is a lot, and all that I have in my tool belt, I can't seem to shake this. And it's the more I try to shake it, the stronger it gets. And you know, I keep doing the things. Like, if it's not for me, it's not my highest good, let it go. Like, I don't need this. Like, why is this coming back up? What the heck? Because there's just something there. So how many of you are feeling like there is this something new? Like, say, is this something from your past that you have grown through and you need to go to another level with this? Is this you starting a new cycle all over again? Because there's things, because we have cycles and seasons in everything in our life, right? So, and they all are at different frequencies, different levels, different seasons. And, you know, one area of your life, maybe socialization. Oh, that's grand. A yoga mat just decided to blow over. Hopefully this doesn't pick up all the wind. I apologize if it does. I'm making it work as always. Where were we? If you're in hibernation mode or you're like no contact with people, but in other instances of your life you're in like full-blown summer mode, go 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 go, you know, everywhere is not always going to be the same. That's why it's called balance. You know, we're here trying to learn balance, trying to learn love, trying to learn and grow through all of the crap, all the things, all the programming, the matrix, the 3D reality, being a spirit having a human experience, and understanding that to its completeness, and seeing that that's all just a frequency and level, and it's all abundant, and everything, that's sun shining on me. I had a hat on, but since I've been swinging in the swing, it blew off. And then my yoga mat just blew away. Well, it is what it is. I can only do what I can do. I was asked today, well, why are you doing that? And I said, well, I could be spinning my wheels on things that I can't control because it's divine timing. I've done everything I can, and I can sit there and try to control and push and try to control and push, and that always blows up in my face. It's divine harmony, divine flow, divine timing in everything. We have to do our due diligence and do what's presented in front of us, make that choice and action of what is presented in front of us, what is right for me, what feels in alignment for me, what feels good, what feels crappy. And sometimes there are things that feel crappy that's part of our life, and that's just what we have to do right now. And man, I could dwell on that all day long. And I'm human, and sometimes it gets to me. But I chose today to do something productive, as I do all the time. And with my time, instead of spinning my wheels, creating a mountain out of a molehill, or make crap up in my brain, which I don't resonate with that stuff anymore. When I hear the vibrating self-talk or ego steps in or anything that's not great, I stop myself and correct myself and forgive myself. So those are big, huge lessons, because most people, they're like, I'm working with someone today and they're like, oh my gosh, I effed up. I made a mistake. This is a huge mistake. I'm so sorry. I need to come back. I need to come back. I need to come back. And I'm like, then come back. Like, you're only standing in your own way. You're only your own problem. And then I got told, well, I made the phone call and then I hung up. So I'm waiting. What the fuck are you waiting for? Because that person probably thinks it's the wrong number. Because I know if you're calling me with an unknown number and you call and hang up, you call me and you don't leave a message, I don't know who you are. I guess you didn't need me. If you didn't leave me a message, you didn't need me. You know, I'm not into these games. Life is a freaking game in itself, and I'm learning it. I'm not concerned in putting my nose in other people's business. It's just a waste of freaking time. I'm focused on my life. I love community and I love hanging out with people, but I'm recovering right now from some real bad crap that happened to me, and I shared a little bit today, and this lady was like, you're recovering from that right now? And I was like, yeah, I am. She's like, oh my, no way. I'm like, yeah. And And she's like, whoa. So, y'all, I'm recovering from lots of bad hiccups. But I can need to quit calling him bad. Like, this is what I realized the other day. It's what we put the label and judgment of it on. What are you putting the labels and judgment on? Are you putting labels and judgments of like, oh, well, that cycle is fully complete? Well, if you think that cycle is fully complete, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But there's layers to an onion. And you gotta peel back and peel back and peel back and peel back, you know, to get to the root. You always have to peel back to get to the roots. And, you know, that's where the gold is that, you know, don't give up 6 feet before striking rich, striking gold. Like, be persistent, be pursuant. Somebody's been knocked off so many times, they're like, forget this, forget this. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, forget this. It's nonsense. It's nonsense, y'all. Well, right now we're going through a lot of spiritual warfare. And it's not just me. My goodness. Gracious. It's all an experience. You are where you are. But there are some people that are stuck in cycles and patterns because of where they're at, and they're limiting the belief systems and their frequencies. And there are some people that are moving into new cycles because they've been persistent, because they've been waiting, because they have trust, faith, belief that they're always taking care of them, they're always abundant, and may not be showing up exactly how they want it, but it's showing up, you know? And here's the thing is, again, why am I bringing this up? Someone needs to clearly hear this, but there is this thing that's coming up for me that I was like, excuse me, what? Spirit, what are you doing to me? Spirit, really, what is this? What are you doing to me? I don't need these energies. I don't need to connect with these energies. But for some whatever freaking reason, because in who I am, I'm not going to allow that to happen. No. I'm like, forget you. Who do you think you are? But then I get told, well, what about the changes in growth in cycles? What about the changes in growth in cycles? How much have you changed and grown, ma'am? And I'm like, oh my. I've seen some people from my past the other day. They're like, I thought you fell off of the face of the earth. I did. I'm crawling back up, y'all. I'm crawling back up slowly, but I am, with resilience and persistence and resourcefulness and very seeing how abundant my life is. Like, I'm looking at this grass, and most of the grass is yellow now because it's so hot. And right where I'm sitting, it's abundantly green. We've got a lot of weeds in it, but it's abundance. You know, and that yellow, that's gold. I know things are shifting and changing for me. In what way, I don't know. And for whatever reason, this energy just won't leave me alone. And if I had a say in it, forget you, boo. But I don't have a say in it, and I can't understand why. And Spirit is just like, just be patient and wait. Just be patient and wait. Excuse me, that's all I do. It's be patient, wait. Patiently waiting, patiently waiting. Thank you, thank you. And they're like, you gotta find something to do in the meantime. Find something to do. Find something to do. I always find something to do. Speaking with spirit is my favorite thing to do. I don't care what y'all think, but I've been sitting here talking to my sister on the swing. She crossed over in 22, and I know it's windy out here, but this one swing isn't moving and this swing is. Alright, let's see. I can't see if I can capture it. I don't know if I can capture it. I don't have the capabilities that I used to have anymore, and so I just make it work. And it is what it is. My electronics are... I was trying to do something today, talking on the phone and trying to just go to my calendar to make some appointments, and my phone won't even. It's completely black screen. It won't even. I'm like, I'm sorry. Let's just write that down and say that's gonna work, because I can't get into my calendar right now. Everything's on these little devices, but mine's quite a bit old and doesn't work right. It is what it is. But anyhow, this swing to my left, which is my feminine side, is swinging, and the one to my right is the masculine side, is not moving. And of course I'm moving, and I saw it moving when I went and got a drink of water, and I was like, when I was watching it, and then I got my sister, and I heard her voice in my head, and she's like, it was when we were younger, when we were kids, and she's like, Krista. Oops. Yep, that's my name. She's like, swing with me. So I did. I always did. We had so much fun. So I've been out here swinging away, having so much fun. I definitely need balance in my life. Balance comes from, doing the hard things in life that we don't want to do, right? And then doing the things that I want to do. In the mornings, doing some difficult things. And it is every day. We're all facing challenges every day. All day long. You can be an ostrich and bury your head in the sand, or you can just be like, okay, what can I take care of now? What do I have to put over here? What is the easiest for me to accomplish? Because, sometimes in this life, we're bombarded. I feel like a garbage truck just got unloaded on me, like literally just. And now I'm trying to survive and sift through the garbage. And this garbage isn't my garbage. That's the crappiest part about it. It wasn't my garbage. It was being a nice human being, and someone wanted to unload on me and treat me like trash. Well, guess what? I'm not trash. So they can take their trash and throw it back at them. Not like that, but, that's spirits thing. I'm just moving on up, just being like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Do your thing, do you, boo. Shows who you are and your character, and I'm gonna get back on the horse, and I'm still gonna do life. I'm still gonna move forward. I'm still gonna do what Spirit guides me to do. Spirit's guiding me to do the right things, and Spirit's guiding me to also take time for myself and do the things that I need to be doing for me, like connecting with Spirit and connecting with you. One day I will have the availability to be more open and more sharing, and every time Spirit has a message to get on, like I did years ago, and share. This isn't my first rodeo, y'all, but my first rodeo showing up as who I am currently, and trying to find balance and alignment and alchemy and happiness and joy and abundance in every aspect of my life. Yeah, no matter what. All these little demon freaking wasps that are flying around down here, I I don't care what y'all think, they're the demons. I'm like, stay away. They're freaking plentiful, abundant, let me tell you. And I'm like, stay the frick away. I was trying to have a picnic yesterday, and those little demons won't leave me alone. You know? It's like, I just saw a gold orb just go right past my feet. That was cool. I'm starting to see things more now as I cleanse and clear, and as I go through cycles and I release all the stuff that no longer serves me and start doing what's right for me and being in control of me and my vehicle and my vessel, doing what's right for me. Because I have been tapped in and tuned in ever since I can remember. I can remember as far back as I'm being a baby, so remember all the way. But I saw things, I didn't understand that there was a difference between humans and spirits. I saw them as I saw humans until I didn't see them anymore. Till I pushed everything away and everything out as much as I could because it terrified me, and I was so scared, and I had no tools and understanding and no teachers and no guides except the ones on the other side, the ones that were always connecting with me. They were like, we need help us, help us, help us. They've always been like that for me. Help us, help us, help us. And then even here on earth, everybody's like, help me, help me, help me. Well, I've learned to help myself along with others, and helping myself was the hardest lesson, and still is. And I'm working through that every day. And I'm changing and growing and working through all that trauma and all those programmings and the people-pleasing tendencies. I'm seeing things that I saw as a child. It's pretty cool. I'm remembering things that I didn't remember, and seeing things from a different perspective than I've seen them before. And maybe that's why this is coming up, because I'm seeing things in a different perspective and manner than I have before. A clarity, not false programming. I have clarity in life now, because that light up there is my path. It's my light, it's my guide, it's my intuition. But most people say, oh, well, that's up there, that's outside of us. Well, but guess what? It's inside. So I just know that everything is inside me, and I pull from that sun above me. I pull from my toes touching this grass. I pull from that energy, and I center it in my heart space. And then I connect into everything. Me, 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 me. Spirit, 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 spirit. Ego gets to take a back seat. Ego knows where ego needs to be in my life. And when I start feeling like ego coming up, I'm like, oh, like I said in a video the other day, your ego's showing. You might want to tuck that back in. Or, oh, your narcissism is showing. You might want to actually get rid of all that. Yeah. It's really cool how some of the things that I learned years and years and years ago, they're really being brought up right now to be used. And there were things that I was like, I don't think I'll ever use that. Well, I learned it for a reason. I went through it for a reason. I experienced it for a reason. We always do. There's a reason for everything. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Nope, you found this for a reason. You found me for a reason. And, for me to connect into stronger to you, like, share, comment, subscribe, that helps me connect into your energetic frequency. It really helps me tune and it supports the channel, gets, the spirit's word out there. There's everybody speaking spirit language now. And of course I did it when I was a baby, when it wasn't cool, when I scared the crap out of everybody, and they're like, how do you know all these things? And then here's the thing is, like, sometimes you would when you're channeling, you don't remember what happens. You don't remember. If you're really channeling, you don't remember. And so you have to go back and watch your videos because you don't know. And so I would tell all these people everything, and then they would be like, well, you told me this and it came true. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? I don't remember. And then they'd be like, oh my gosh, how do you know all these things? And then if I told them something and it didn't come true, they'd be like, oh, you're such a liar, you're such a liar. Well, freaking timelines shift and change all the time, but I remember scaring the crap out of people all the time because what I told them was correct. I remember my grandma would always call my mom and be like, ask her where I put this, even though she didn't tell me where she put it. I just had a knack for finding things. I did the other day, somebody said, I can't find this, and would lose their marbles. And I was on the other side of the wall from them. I said, hey, did you check here? And they checked there. They're like, whoa, that was pretty cool. I'm like, yeah. It's pretty fun when you tap into your gifts, y'all. It really is. Be thankful and grateful. And it's funny because, like, your higher self, when you're, like, really in tune and channeling, you can do things. I do it all the time. I'll be doing something, like, when I'm channeling, and then after I'm done channeling, I won't know what the heck. Because you don't remember. And everybody's always called me a freaking amazing or a liar because of that. Well, I'm always channeling. That's just who I am now. It doesn't stop unless I stop it. And I choose to be that way. And so when someone's like, can you repeat what you just said? Sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. Because if I can't repeat what I just said, it was definitely for you, not me. As if I'm supposed to remember, I'm going to remember. And I'm going to remember every freaking detail, wild details that people are always been like, how do you remember such? How do you remember? I've always been like that. I've always had a photographic memory, but then trauma started happening and life started happening. And then, I just fell into the same dogma that everybody falls in, that I can't remember. I can't see. I can't. Everything is killing me. I'm dying. Yeah, exactly. Abso-freaking-lutely. No, thank you. I don't subscribe to that. That is not my life. That is not my reality. Nope. No. No. Don't. No. I'm thriving. I'm living. I'm in the light. I'm getting warm in this sunshine, and I could be sitting under the shaded tree and being cool because it was too cold over there for me in the shaded tree because the wind has been blowing. And so I decided to come sit in the sun and get warm by the sun. And I'm sorry if y'all can't see me, and my videography's special. It's special. I own it and accept it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I have challenges. Yes, I struggle. But guess what? I have a lot of rewards for the struggles that I go through. I see so much abundance and blessings. When I'm going through something, I ask myself, what is this trying to teach me? Not, oh my gosh, life is out to get me. Life is beating me up. Life is just, oh my God, life. Do I feel like that? Absolutely. But the more that I focus on that, the more I create that. So I want happiness and joy and fun and abundance. And there is abundance around me everywhere. My head is plentiful of abundance, isn't it? My eyebrows, my eyelashes, my skin is plentiful all over my body. It's covering all of everything. is abundant, is plentiful. You know? Even if these are the clothes that I wear every day. At least I have clothes, huh? At least I can shower and bathe and clean my clothes. You know? We are where we are. You make the best of where you're at. And that's just the way it is. You know, I could be in Pooper Town from what I'm experiencing right now. And it's shocking to most to find out what the reality of the situation I live in is. And they're like, we would have never known. We would have never guessed. Absolutely, you would not. So I'm not going to pour my buttload of cherries on you. I could take them and see them cherries as cherry bombs and just throw them at everybody because I would love to. All the people that have hurt me or I've been wronged in life and blah, 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 I would love to take that out on them. But guess what? That makes me the same way they are. And if you want the world to change, be the change that you want to see in the world. And I want to see a massive change in this world. So I'm going to be that change. And I'm going to act as if. So my 3D might not be showing up as I feel inside currently. But I know one day it will. Because I feel a certain way inside. And that's just amazing. And so I show up as if I haven't lived a life like I have and gone through the traumas that I have. And I honor what I've gone through. I honor where I'm at. Everything that I've experienced because it's made me who I am. I don't apologize for being me anymore. I used to apologize for being me and taking up space and being on this earth and no, screw that. I was put here for a reason, and there's been so many things to try to take me out in this last experience that I had, like when everybody tells you you're lucky to be alive. Like, I was told that. I've been told that so much in my life, but this last time. No, for sure. Kind of like, I saw God today by George Strait. Yeah, that day I did. That day I saw God and I heard God. And I do every day, but that day was different. And I'm recovering from that, and it takes a toll. So whatever you're going through, realize that, you know, sometimes it's easy smeezy and other times it is woo. It takes everything you got and your reserves. And that's how I've been living my life the last 3 years, is on reserves. No, probably longer than that, but hey, who's counting? Because there's no such thing as time and space. We just have that here in this wonderful 3D reality. So go live your life. Go do your thing. If it's in your heart, it's there for a reason. You know, definitely fill it out to see, like, is this in my highest good? Like, if this is in my highest good and it keeps coming up and it keeps coming up, like, I explore everything. Like, why is this coming? Like, of course, I don't always get the answers. I'm a why girl and love the answers. And I can't get caught up and stuck on that. Like, I can't. And I used to. And I can let them whys just keep me stuck and sitting and wondering forever. Or I can just be like, all right, it is what it is. I've done the best that I can do. And although I would love that for that to change, I'm not in control of that. What I am in control of is me. And so I'm going to do the best that I can do and show up how I want to show up. And how do I want to show up? I want to be the best version of myself that I can possibly have every moment of every single day. Seeing the number 3 right now and hearing lots of sirens. Be careful, I'm hearing. Ooh, as I almost fell. Be careful. There's lots of sirens. Like, there's going to be a lot of people exiting your life right now. That's what I'm hearing with the sirens. Definitely give people your love and time and attention. If they really mean something to you, let them know. Life is too short. Life is very short. You don't know from one second to the next what's going to happen, and I know that. I have enough miles on my Lamborghinis to know that your life is short. Live it to the fullest and the best. And if you really care and adore people and you miss them, let them know you love them. Let them know, because people aren't mind readers, and even if they are, it's not their job. Use your words. Use your words. Especially now, everybody really lacks communication skills because of these little devices that we're walking around playing with. Playing these games. It's another simulation. It's another game. It's another additive that we didn't have all those years ago that we have now that we just won't get rid of or release. It's a blessing and a curse for me, but I am trying to get through it the best I can, because I'd be that person that I would love to go back to the days where we didn't have electronics. When we really used our intuition and our skill sets and our brains. And don't get me wrong, like, people have some serious skill sets and brains when it comes to electronics and stuff. Whoa. The way people's brains work is fascinating. The way people's minds work, that's fascinating. So we've had shifts and advancements and everything that was just incredible. But having the community that we used to have years ago, well, that was incredible. So I'm trying to build the community. No, I'm not trying, I am. I'm building the community of like-minded individuals that feel the call to make the change, to be the change, to show up every day as your best self, no matter what that looks like, and do the thing, and do the hard things, and fight for what you believe in, and you know, like, don't give up. Change and grow. Put it down for a minute. If it means something to you, put it down for a minute. Change and grow. Do what you need to do, and then go back to it. And sometimes when you go back to it, it's not meant for you, and sometimes it is. You know, we all have the choice and ability to change and grow, and whatever you love is and is in your soul and heart, follow that. Be at peace and harmony with it. Follow it. You gotta anchor, you gotta ignite the flame and the fire within you and follow that. What ignites you? What lights you up? You know, what just sets your soul on fire and is like, follow it. Yeah, you have to have trust, faith, and belief that it'll work out, though. And when you stumble, if you give up, that's what you're always going to get. You've got to have resilience and persistence, like I said. The name Tommy's coming up. And I'm really seeing and getting that someone needs to tell their loved ones that how much they care for them. They really do. Lots of shadows are coming up right now. So just be gentle. The shadows, we've created them ourselves. And, you know, like, how many times have you, like, looked at something in the dark and been freaked out by it and turned the light on and realized it's not what you thought it was? Be the light. You are the light. Turn the freaking light on in the dark. Maybe you are the shadow. Did you ever think of that? There's so much toxic positivity that's going on right now, or spiritual ego, or like, you gotta go through the dark to get to the light. You have to. There's no way around it. And everybody that wants to say that there is, don't follow them, run. Because if you see something scary in the dark, you got to go to the wall or wherever the light switch is to turn on the light to see what it really is. Right? You got to do that process, or you're just going to be freaking out the whole entire time wondering, what is it? What is it? Oh, is the world out to get me? Oh my God, it's going to kill me. And it's a shirt and a hanger on the chair. And it looks like the scary witch. No. Well, guys, this is where I bid adieu. Blessings to you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, especially if you've stayed this long. I really appreciate you. This is a long one, but as I say, when Spirit speaks, and I just flow and hope you enjoy. There was something here for you. If there is, there is. If there isn't, there isn't. Just be you. Thanks for showing up for yourself today. Thanks for showing up for Spirit, and thanks for showing up for me. You have a blessed time, and I will talk to you soon.